So today we're going to look at Leaving Cert English Higher Level Paper 1, which is one of two papers that you will be getting for your Leaving Cert English. So paper 1 is worth half the marks, it's worth 200 marks, and for paper 1 you can expect to be given 2 hours and 50 minutes to write. So it's just short of 3 hours writing time. There will be 3 unseen texts on the paper to read and answer questions on. So 3 pieces of writing that you will never have seen before, and you're going to be answering questions on 2 of those. The paper is then divided into 3 sections. There's section 1A and B and section 2. You can't answer question A and question B on the same unseen text. That is why you must answer on 2 of them. So as I said, the exam contains 3 sections. So section 1 is comprehending, part A, and comprehending just means understanding. So you're going to read the 3 unseen texts and you're going to pick one of them and you're going to answer 3 questions on one of these texts. You will have 45 minutes to do that, and it's worth about 50 marks. You will then turn to your question or section 1 comprehending part B, and this time you're going to write a text, but it's got to be based on another one of the unseen texts. So that's worth 50 marks as well, and you expect to take about 40 minutes for that. Finally, then you would turn to section 2, which is composing, and this is a section where you're going to write a longer piece of writing, and you will have a choice of 7, usually 7 different genres. It is worth 100 marks, and you will expect to take 80 minutes. So just to recap, 3 unseen texts, 3 sections. Section 1 part A is 3 comprehension questions or 3 understanding questions. Section 1 part B is writing a text based on one of the texts that you didn't do for question A. And finally, section 2, you're going to write a longer piece of writing which you will pick out of a choice of 7. So we're just going to have a look at what a section 1 question A might look like on paper 1. So you're going to base it on an unseen text, and you will be reading that text, and then you will be getting 3 questions which will be usually looking at different aspects of it. For example, here, question 1, you just had to outline the views of the writer. Question 2, you had to give your own opinion about zoos. Do you think they should be closed? And finally, in question 3, you had to look at the writing. It was kind of persuasive or argumentative writing, and you had to pick 4 features of the writing and talk about how effective they are. You would then turn to section 1 question B, and you would write an opinion piece in which you give your views on how much people rely on online world for news. So that was a specific question there that we can see from 2017, and the important thing would be that whatever of the texts you used for question A, that you use a different one for question B. So out of the 3 texts you read, you're going to be answering question A on one of them, and then you're going to be answering question B on another one. Finally, then you're going to turn to the composing question, which is inviting you to write a longer piece of writing, and this time they're going to give you 7 different titles and you pick one. And usually, as well as different titles, it also lets you write in different genres, so you can find the genre that suits you. For example, here, question 1 is a personal essay. Question 2 is a feature article with ideas for new inventions. And question 3 then is a short story in which a crime is solved. So you can see that different people would naturally choose different essay styles. And if we go on then and we look at the other essays that people are offered, there's a discursive or discussion type essay about artificial intelligence and machines. There is another short story, another personal essay, and a debate speech where you pick a side and look at whether Irish society is tolerant and progressive or not. So again, quite a good choice, but part of it then would be to pick something that suits you, because you will have to write for a longer amount of time in the composing section.